Srinivas Gowda. Yesterday we have started seeing few questions related to SQL basic questions. Today we'll continue with the other questions. Now this question is going to again, this is completed yesterday, right? Okay. Now this question is going to test our skills on the update command. Okay. Now here a table is given to us. Table is having ID, name, gender, date of birth, date of joining, date of birth, and mobile number. Okay, they are given us a table and they have given us 4 statements to be executed. And after this executed, we need to provide the correct answer. Okay, we need to provide the correct answer. Okay, here we have 4 options. Here we have to choose one answer. Okay, what is the first statement doing? Update consultant is a table name. So he is updating the consultant table. Set mobile number is equal to some mobile number where ID is equal to 103. You see here, what is 103? 103 is the consultant ID of the name Ivan. Ivan currently it is having null. This will be updated with the new mobile number. Okay, so Ivan will have the mobile number as ending with 9400 for Ivan. For 103 is Ivan. Okay, that is the first statement. Okay, update. What is the second statement? Update consultant set name is equal to Rahim. He is setting the name of the consultant to Rahim, where ID is equal to 102. So what is the name for 102? It is Michael. So now 102 will be Michael. Rest column remains the same. Rest column will remain the same. Okay. Third statement. He is going to now delete. He is going to delete from consultants. He is going to remove record from the consultant table. Delete from consultant where gender is equal to female. So gender is equal to female and date of birth like 92. What is a like operator? Like operator is a pattern matching. Okay. First we'll see up to the first where clause condition where gender is equal to female. So we get here 101 we get as Christine is the first female consultant, and we have 103 is Ivan. So we need to delete these 2 records. But however, there is one more condition is that and date of birth like 92. That means like 92 means starting can be anything, ending should be 92. Like operator, when you don't know the correct value, you know only a pattern. That pattern, in this pattern, I know that my date of birth is ending with 92. So so we have to remove those records. Those records will satisfy the condition, which is the consultant must be a female. Consultant must be a female, and also the date of birth should be 90, ending with 92. So we get here 2 records for female gender 101 and 103 Ivan. Okay. Now what is the date of birth of Chris? It is ending with 92 and this is ending with 93. So Chris will be removed. Okay. Now we are left with 103. We already have it. Okay. And now here after that we have Ivan. We have 4 records. We have removed the Christiana. So we have 102 Michael, 103 Ivan, and 104 Robert. Now what is the 4th statement? Select name, gender, mobile number from consultant. So we have here Ivan, Michael, and Ivan has been changed to Rahim, right? 102 has been changed to this is now Rahim. So we are left with Ivan, Rahim, and Robert. So Ivan, Rahim, and Robert. Okay. So here there is no Robert here. Okay. There is here in this option. Okay, we'll see option 1. Robert and Rahim. Robert and Rahim are wrong because there are 3 records. So this is wrong. This is wrong option. Christiana is female who is ending with 92. This is also wrong. And here we don't have Robert. So this is also wrong answer. So the right answer is Rahim, Ivan and Robert. This is the right answer. This is the right answer. Okay. This is a very simple question. Just see once again. See, first statement is that is updating the mobile number for consultant 103. Now 103 name is Ivan. He initially is having here null mobile number. This will be replaced with ending with 900. That is the first statement. Second statement is setting the name of the person to Rahim, where consultant is equal to 102. 1002 is Michael. Now he will become Rahim. Third style is going to gender, is going to delete the consultants where gender is called female. We have two females here, Christiana and Ivan. But there is one more and condition is multiple and condition here, and date of birth should be ending with 92. So here Christiana satisfies the condition. She is a female and ending with 92. So we need to remove this record. Now we are left with 102, 103 and 104. But here in 102 we have made it as Rahim. So answer are Rahim, then Ivan and Robert. Ivan, Rahim and Robert. In this case, first option is the right answer. First option is the right answer. Understood? This is the question which has concepts regarding update and delete. Okay, fine. Now we'll continue with the next question. Okay, here the question is, they are given an SQL query. We need to predict the output. Okay, here they are given an SQL query and it has 4 options. We have to predict the output. What is the question? Select substring of to-date of a given value. They are given one date like 01-02 and 2018. This is one string value. This they want to convert to a date. They want to convert to date, and after that they are using a substring function to retrieve a part of this date value, and they are appending with hyphen 2018. They are appending with hyphen 2018. Now we need to choose the right answer. See, the question is involves here 2 parts, 2 or 3 parts. First part, they are given a string 01-02 to 2018. This we have to convert into a date format. Okay, after connecting to a date format, then we have to use a substring format. After getting a part of a string, then we have to add something like hyphen is there. So concat with hyphen, and we also concat with 2018. Now we'll solve this problem. We're going to solve this problem by part. Okay. First we'll convert this into a to date. First, what is it? 01-02 2018. This we need to convert in the format of DD YY. Okay. Now here now what is is month. So it will be month is 0 month. Okay, this is the given month. What? 01 hyphen 2018. This is the year format. This is the date format. This is the month format. So it will be January 02 2018. Okay, this will be January. This is in the format of January. It will be now 2nd 0 January 2018. Okay. Day, month and year. Now we'll remove this. Now when we convert the to date, into when you convert 01 02 2018 which is there in the month in the format of DDYY. We are going to get it is 2nd January, 02 January, Jan and 2018. Now this is the format we got. Now we can remove this date column. Now this is the first part. First part is to convert a string value into a date format. This is the date format we got now. Now we need to apply the substring. So what is the substring? What is substring function in SQL in SQL? It is to get a part of a string. Substring is used to get a part of a string. It takes some arguments. Starting position is string to be searched upon. Then after string to be searched upon, starting position, and the number of characters you want to find. Substring takes 3 arguments. What string you want to search, then what is the starting position, on the number of characters. Here he has given substring of string is now this is the given string, and he said start at the 4th position, 0 1 3. So from there search for 3, 1 2 3. So you will get here Jan. You will get only here Jan. Understood? Substring takes 3 arguments, that is string to be searched upon, starting position, and the number of characters to be searched upon. So in this case he said 4, 3. So 1 2 3 4. From there 3, 1 2 3. So we get here Jan. Now we have finished up to the substring here. Then next there, after that he is appending there hyphen 2018. Appending 2018. So the answer is January 2018. Understood? This is how we solve this problem. So answer is A. Okay, we'll come to the next question. Okay, next these questions will be mostly the theory questions, the technical questions. Where here you don't need to write any SQL code, but you'll have to predict what is the right answer. Now read the question. Which of the following is the correct order of occurrence in the typical SQL statement? So if there is an SQL statement. Now we need to say what is the order. Now what is the order? First we will have a select some columns from will be there from table name. Then this is first, second. If you want to now minimize the data, we'll have here where. Then if you want to have group by, it will be something like this. Group by, then having clause and order by. SQL statements will have this order. First will be select, then we have a from table, then this is optional, third is optional, fourth is also optional, fifth is also optional, 6 is also optional. So this is how the order of the SQL statement is. First, you have to select some columns from a table. If you want to minimize the number of rows, you have to use a where. If you want to group by some column, you have to use a group by here. This is group by here. Group by. Then we have a having clause. Having clause is used to reduce the number of groups. And if you want to sort the data, we have to use order by. Again, order by takes ascending and descending. Okay. Now this is the general SQL syntax order. Now here we'll see what are the now we have to predict the correct order of the occurrence. Correct order of the occurrence. Okay. First we'll see. Select is the first correct. Select is first is correct. Group by is before where. So this is wrong. This is wrong because group by should be only before where. Now we'll see the second option. Select correct, where correct, group by correct, having correct. So this is one of the likely answer because it is following this order. Select is there, where is there, group by is there, having is there. So this is one of the likely answer. Now we'll see select is here for correct. Where having, so having is only after group by. So this is also wrong. This is also wrong. Select having where group by is also wrong. This is also wrong. This is also wrong. So we are left with now we have the now option is B. Option is B. Okay. Understood how we have selected option B. Option B is select. Now this is the syntax for any SQL query. Select is the first, followed by from. After from, rest are all optionals. Where is optional? Group by is optional. Having, order by. Now these are all optional fields. So if you want to, from a table, if you want to minimize the number of rows, we have to use the where clause. If you want to minimize the number of rows from a table, we have to use a where clause. If you want to group your data based on some criteria, then we have to use a group by. In order to reduce the number of groups, you have to use having clause. In order to sort the data, we have to use order by ascending or descending. So here the right answer is select where group by having clause. So B is the right answer. Next question. Which of the following commands are related to a transaction? So as part of SQL commands, we have something called as TCL, Transaction Control Language. Transaction, T for transaction, C for the control, L for language. Nothing but transaction control language. That means what are the commands available for the transaction are commit, rollback, and save point. So commit is to save permanently to a database. Commit is to permanently save some record to the database. Rollback is to undo the changes. Save point is a temporary saving point. Now what is the question? Which of the following commands are related to transaction control in a block? Now out of the 4 options, he is saying that which are the commands used to relate to transactions. So we know in the transaction control language, TCL, transaction control language, we have commit, we have rollback and save point. Now here the question is, what are the related to transactions? So we have a rollback is there, we have commit is there, we have save point is there. So answer is all of the above. Answer is all of the above. Got it? How we see the question is What are the commands used in transaction? We know that in transaction we have commit, rollback, and save point. We have commit, rollback, and save point. All these three belongs to transaction. So answer is D. So answer is D. We go to the next question. Next question. This is about a primary key. So what is a primary key in a table? Primary key is a unique identifier. Is a unique identifier. Is unique identifier in a table. In a table. Is a primary key is a column. Is a column in a table which is act as a unique identifier. Now, which of the following is true for a primary key? So what is a unique? So unique means it should be only once. For example, I have a student table. My roll numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4. In now this student table, I can say my student number is a unique key or a primary key. So there will be no duplicates. So in primary key will not have no duplicates. So it can take more than it can take a value more than once. So this is a wrong statement because primary key will have is a column on a table which will uniquely identify a record. So if there are two records with the same ID, then you will be confused which is the correct record. Which is the correct record. So option 1 cannot be right answer. It can take null values. Primary key cannot take null values. So option B is also ruled out. Primary key can never take a option B. Primary key can never take a null value. It cannot take null value. That is, so primary key cannot take a null value. So this is one of the likely answer. Next, none of these. So none of this is absolutely wrong because primary key cannot take null value. So C is the right answer. So C is the right answer. So this question was about the primary key. This question was about the primary key. Next question. What is the difference between a primary key and a unique key? What is the difference between a primary key and unique key? See, primary key is can there be on table, unique key on a table. Okay. Now, what is the difference of these two? Primary key is a unique identifier, whereas a unique key is also a unique identifier. Okay. Then in a table, we can make multiple unique keys. In a table, we can have multiple unique keys, but a table can have only one primary key. A table can have only one primary key and many unique keys. Okay, and this primary key can have one or more columns. This primary key can have one or more columns. Okay, now we'll see what are the options given to us here. A primary key cannot be a date variable, whereas unique key can be. See, primary key can be made on any column. So the primary key cannot be a date variable, whereas unique key can be. This is a wrong answer. You can have only one primary key, whereas you can have multiple unique keys. So this is a possible answer is there. So a primary key a table can have only one primary key and cannot have multiple unique keys. So option B is one of the likely answer. Now a primary keys can take null values, but unique key cannot take null values. That is a wrong statement. Primary key can never have a null value. Primary key can never have a null value, but unique key can have one null value. So unique key can have one null value. So even option C is also ruled out. None of the above is also ruled out. So we are left with one answer. That is B. So B is the right answer. Okay, this question is testing our skills on the primary key and the unique key. See, primary key and unique key does serve the same purpose, unique identifier, but a primary key cannot have a null value. Unique key can have a null value, and in a table there can be multiple unique keys. There can be multiple unique keys, but a primary key can be in a table. There can be only one primary key. That primary key can have more than one column. Okay, now which the next question is, this is going to test our skill on the truncate. So truncate and delete. Truncate both does the same thing. When you don't give a where clause and delete, entire data is lost. Even when you use truncate, also entire data is lost. But there is a small difference is there between truncate and delete. Both does the same operations. Truncate is going to remove all the records, and even when you say delete from a table, entire data is gone because you're not providing any where clause. You're not providing any where clause, so your data is gone here. Now we'll see what are the conditions. And see, this is a DML command. This is the DML command. Delete is a DML command, and here it is a DDL command. And here we cannot use a where clause. Here we can use a where clause, optional condition. Okay. Now, which of the following is true for a truncate in SQL? It is usually slower than a delete command. Okay, this is one option given us. Okay, okay, it is slower than a delete command. This is not a right answer because when you say delete from truncate from a table, it will does in a fraction of seconds. Very delete is going to take much time. So it is usually faster than a delete command. This seems to be the right answer for me. Okay, there is no comparison between delete and truncate. This is a wrong answer. Truncate commands can be rolled back. That is a wrong answer. So when you use a delete option, if you're part of a transaction, transaction, you have option of undoing it, revoke. Your option of undoing the data. That means you can recover your data back. But in the case of truncate, your data is gone forever. There's no means of recovering the data. In the case of delete, you can use a rollback if you are part of a transaction. If your delete statement is a part of a transaction control statement, then by using the rollback, you can undo your changes. But in the case of truncate, your data is gone forever. So the answer is B. Yeah, it is B. Answer is it is usually faster than the delete command. This is the right answer. So B is the right answer. Which of the following statement is correct about create command while creating a table? So what is the create table? So create table is a command to create a table. Create table. The syntax would be create table open brackets. Suppose the column name up here I say student name, create table student table name student, then student roll number, integer is the data type, then s name is the varchar field, as a mobile number, or gender is character field, then is date of birth as date and time. So this is the syntax to create a table. Create table by name table name. Then you use serial number or student number, student name, gender, and date of birth. Every column should have a data type, because you should know what type of data you are going to what type of data that the column is going to expect. If we don't give anything here, we don't know. So what we don't know whether serial number is student number is taking a date or a varchar or a numeric. So when we are creating a table, we should define what is the column is going to store about. What is the expected value which you will be storing in that field. So when creating a table, you need to have a column name followed by the corresponding data type. Without data type, you cannot have an empty column, a column without having any data type. Now we'll see what are the options given to us. We need to assign a data type to each column. We need to assign a data type to each column, because here for every column we are mentioning data type. So this is one of the likely answer. Okay, we have a flexibility in SQL. We can assign a data type to a column even after creating the table. This is wrong, because only at the time of creating a table we need to mention the column and its data type. So we don't have a flexibility in SQL, so that we can assign a data type to a column after the table is created. But however, we can alter a column name by modifying its data type. Suppose initially it was a serial number, an integer. I can make it to varchar. Also vice versa. But a column cannot exist without a column cannot exist. A column cannot exist without any data type. So option B is wrong. Okay, it is mandatory to insert at least one single row while creating table. This is not necessarily a table. After creating, we don't need to have any values at all. You just can create a blank table. So when you create a new table, it is always blank. So we don't need to insert at least one single value. This is a wrong answer. None of the above. None of this is wrong. So the right answer is, while creating a table for every column, we have to specify the column data type. This was question number 12. Now, which of the following are the synonyms for a column and a row in a table? Okay, now what is a row and a column? Suppose my table is there, like student is a table name. Table is a student name. Now let me have like this: student number, name, branch, and mobile number. So I have done some of this. Now see here: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A, B, C, D, E, E, CSC, IT, EEE, ECE, Aero. Mobile number 123, ending numbers 121, 122, 1224, 125. Okay, this is a table. Now, what are columns? Student number, name, branch, mobile are all the columns. They are called as columns, also known as attributes. Also known as the columns or attributes. Now, what are rows? The rows are this 1 to 5 are called as rows, tuples, or records. Table will consist of rows and columns. By default, when you create a table, it will have only columns. After insert records, it will have rows. So, table is going to have column and rows. The column are the attributes: serial student number, S name, branch, and mobile are the column names. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are the row numbers. Now, which of the following are the synonyms for a column and a rows? We know that a column can be called as a field or an attribute, whereas rows can be tuple or records. So, row is equal to tuple and records. Right answer. Yeah, right answer. Column is a field or attribute. Also right answer. So 1 and 2 are correct. Rows is equal to tuple and attribute. Rows is equal to tuple and attribute. What is a row? It is a value. So it cannot be an attribute. So C is wrong. Column is equal to field and records. Column is equal to field and records. A record is like this. This is entire record. This is also so answer is only 1 and 2. Only 1 and 2 are the right answers. Only 1 and 2 are the right answers. Got it? So answer is only 1 and 2. 1 and 2 are the right answer. Now, next question. Which of the following operator is used for comparing null values? Null values, how will you compare? Like for example, is null, we'll say where for comparing we use a where clause. For comparing we use a where, we'll say name is equal to or is equal to or is null in none of the above. So generally, when we use when we are trying to use comparing null values, something we'll say is null. Is null. Is null is the right answer. We cannot say where name is equal to null. This will check that. If there any student whose name is equal to null. When you use is equal to, it checks for exact value. When it checks for exact value. And in is also using searching for multiple values. For example, where name in A comma B. That means it will search for the values if the name is A is there or B is there. Okay, is equal to means it will check for both the values. But here the case is comparing null values. So answer is null. So you can say where name is null. Where name is null. So question number 14, answer is B, is null. Is null is the right answer. Which of the following statements are true about having and where clause in SQL? Okay, where clause is, we know that where clause is to minimize table data. Group, having clause is to minimize group data. So having is used to minimize the group data. Having is used to minimize the group data. Where clause is used to table data. Now we'll see what are the things here. Where is always used before group by and having after group by. So where clause is used before group by, correct, and having is after group by. So one is also a likely answer. Okay, where is always used after group by and having before group by, wrong answer, because before so we have seen that the order, right? Select from where group by having. This is the right order. Select from where group by having clause. Okay, this is the right answer, we know. Okay, now here where is before group by, having is after group by. First option is correct. Where is used, where is always used before after group by and having before group by, wrong answer. Where is used to filter rows, but where is used to filter rows, correct, and having is used to filter the groups. So C is also correct. So 1 and 3 are correct answers. Where is used to filter groups, but having is used to filter rows. It just is opposite. Where is used to filter the rows, where is used to filter the rows, where having is used to filter the rows, having is used to filter the groups. So answer is 1 and 3. 1 and 3. What is the difference between truncate, delete and drop? So truncate is to remove all the records from the database. Delete is also remove the records. When you don't use a where clause, truncate and delete remain the same. Drop is dropping an object. It means drop table. Now which of the following statements are correct? Okay, we'll see now. The delete operation can be rolled back, correct, but truncate and drop cannot be rolled back. So answer, see, delete can be rolled back. The delete can be rolled back, but truncate and drop cannot be rolled back. So this is one of the likely answer. Okay, Unlikely answer. Delete operations cannot be rolled back. Wrong answer. Delete cannot be rolled back. A delete is an example of DML statement. Remaining of the examples of DDL. Correct. In the DDL we have create, alter, drop, rename. So delete is an example of DML, but remains are examples of DDL. Correct. Now answers are 1 and 3. 1 and 3. 1 and 3. 2 is wrong because the is saying that the delete cannot be rolled back. So 2 is wrong answer. 1 and 4. What is 1? How many statements we have here? 1, 2, 3. All are example of no. So 1 and 3. This is 4 statements. Sorry. This is 1. This is 2. This is 3. This is 4. All the examples of DDL means wrong. In the DDL we don't have delete. In the DDL we don't have the delete operations. Okay. Next question. Now here what is the question here? He is creating a table by name ABN and with the syntax called as create table by name ABN, employee ID serial and as a primary key, name is varchar. When I say it is a serial means it is something like auto increment. Serial means something like auto increment. That means if you don't, that means you don't need to give the value of that column. We don't need to give the value of the column. It starts with the what are the ranges. Suppose you say starting with 1 and increment 1. First record will be 1, second will be 2, 3, 4, etc. Suppose you say starting with 100, increment 1, first record will be 100, 101, 102, etc. So here is going to insert, after creating a table by using the auto increment property called serial, that is the primary key. It will not accept double values. And the name is a varchar field. He has not mentioned that varchar of some size. Actually, that is wrong. They have to mention the varchar size. Now he's trying to insert few records. Insert into AVN name, values, tranji, correct? All these things. Is not giving the employee ID because it is a auto increment column. So what will be the output of this column? So answer will be, because it has not given any increment value. Starting will be 1, ending with so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the names. This is the wrong answer because he is not giving here. Employee ID is not displayed here. Not inserted. That is the wrong answer. C error. So answer is A. So answer is A for this column. What is a view in SQL? What is a view? It is a you use like a virtual table. Okay. So you can create a view on a table so that you don't need to give the entire table contents to a person. You give only filtered data. So we use like a virtual table. Now what does it does? It helps us. It can help us in providing security. Right answer. Okay. It can also be used for hiding complexity. Correct. Okay. If there are more than one table involved in the view, we cannot perform data manipulation like queries. Correct. When we drop the base table, views will be inactive. That is all are correct. So answer is all of these. First option is view provides you security. It also helps you in hiding the complexity. If there are more than one table involved in the view, we cannot perform data management. That is correct. When you drop the base table, the view becomes inactive. That is also correct. Okay, that is also correct. So answer is D. Which of the following option is correct about the following queries? So here he is going to test us the natural join. So what is a natural join? Joining between two tables based on a common column. Okay, natural join. So select EMP ID department.id from EMP natural join department. Second query is select EMP ID department ID from department natural join EMP. So whether you say a natural join B or B natural join B, both are inner joins only. Both are inner joins. So you'll get the same output. So you're going to get the same output. The answer is both the queries will give same output. So B is wrong. We don't need a table structure here to do this. None of this. So answer is number A. Option is option A. Okay, we'll stop on now. Next class we'll discuss the remaining questions.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.